under control. When we actually heard from caseworkers at the caseworker level and the mid-supervisor level, what we saw was an agency that was in disarray. An agency that were putting caseworkers in situations that they were not trained for. In their restructure last year in 2014, Children and Youth made the decision to do away with their Child Protective Services investigative unit. That was a mistake. When that change was made, cases began to be assigned to caseworkers who had never handled child abuse investigations, and the report outlines the different divisions that Children and Youth used to have. Caseworkers that were not trained on how to handle these situations were now suddenly confronted with going into homes, being confronted with situations they did not know what to do, interviewing children without having proper interviewing skills, not notifying law enforcement, notifying potential suspects of information that they should not have been releasing at that point in time. To their credit, some of the caseworkers that came in and testified were very emotional about the situation. They were very emotional about the fact that they knew that they were having problems. They knew that they didn't know what they were doing. They were going to their supervisors who were telling them, it's on-the-job training. You'll get it. They got an impression that their supervisors didn't know what was going on. Their supervisors who had not supervised these type of investigations did not know what they were doing. And that atmosphere just grew as they were getting more and more cases assigned to them. As the agency began to be flooded with cases, they became more and more behind. And as District Attorney Marsico mentioned, you had a situation where caseworkers were working late into the evening trying to keep up with things. You had caseworkers coming to work just paralyzed at their desks crying. You had caseworkers that would call in sick so that they could stay home and try to catch up on work because it was piling up. You had a caseworker who took some vacation time because she had a child that needed to be operated on. And while she was on vacation, she had 2 or 3 more cases assigned to her. So she came back to a situation with a full caseload and new cases to boot on top of that. That was what the grand jury uncovered during the course of this investigation.